play a game.
Put you out of your misery. There it is. Right, that's it. Industry. Nah, that'd be mean, wouldn't it? I'm prepared for bouts of coughing. I've got tea. I've got water. I've got more water. It's going to suck. I've got my thing. Might need that. We're already started. Anyway, let's run you through some stuff. So I have done a little intro video which covers this, but we'll do it anyway. In Training Center, in Train Modules, there is Thomas, Diesel. Don't get training for Annie. You just got to figure Annie out for yourself. It's like having a girlfriend. All right. And in Thomas and Friends, there is, of course, free roam. You can put it pretty much anywhere. But if you click this free roam button, it just wants to put it into WSR. But you can put it in free roam on any route you want. Hello, Chucky, C, Carter, Ashy, Melbourne Train Guy. Who else we got? Well, someone else in here before. Oh, someone was. But anyway, let's go to the trains. And if you want to see services, there are some. Thomas. And West Somerset Railway, funnily enough, and he's got his own timetable. Done a couple, as you can tell. And there's what? There's what, about 12? 12, something like that. One really long one. The run from Bishop's Head to Minehead. That takes just a little while in Thomas. Just a little while. And then back again. Minehead to Bishop's Lydiard. Alrighty, let's have a look at perhaps diesel services. And then we'll go and look at the scenarios and we'll play at least one. Maybe two. I just don't want to ruin it. I want people to play them through themselves because they are stories. You know, if you get see someone else play it, you're not going to want to play it, are you? So Diesel's got what, 10 less? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Diesel's got 8. So Thomas has probably got 10. So yeah, cool. One really long one, a few half-hour ones. Diesel at the turntable, question mark. Unless Diesel has other ideas. That doesn't bode well. Now, the services aren't quite like the other services. Not quite like them. A little bit different. But that's okay. I'll show you what I mean. Hello, Dampner. Hello, Jumbo Train. Hello. Who else have we got? Carter Asher says, can you get Gordon? Well, no. There's no Gordon. Yeah, let's do a scenario. And you can do them in one of two ways. Actually, I don't know if Thomas has got any journeys. Let's see. No, Thomas has no journeys. Okay. We go all... Actually, we can go this way. So we can go WSR as well. So he'd come in this way. West Somerset. And there's the Thomas scenarios now in here, along with all the other WSR scenarios. And if you... timetable. Let's go timetable. So choose a route. West Somerset and timetable. There's the 3 timetables that come with it. So there's the old one, the Steam Gala one. Just put my on-air light on. Some people wandering in the stairs so loudly. And then there's Thomas, which you can get to all the diesel services and all the Thomas services. They're the same ones we looked at before. Alrighty. You can't connect Thomas to anything else. Hello, bad guy. How you doing? I think we need to play one of the scenarios, though. So we're going to do it from the main menu because this is where most kids will probably do it from. So you just go straight into Thomas and Friends, start your story, and which one did they play on the stream today? Can't remember which one it was. Maybe we'll do fireworks because, you know, that sounds like fun. Fireworks and friendship. Surely that's good. Let's do that one.
Fireworks and friendships.
Now, if you're a streamer or a recorder, make sure you turn off the menu music.
Diesel and the train to the final destination at Bishop's Lydia. The day's work was nearly done, and
No,
Thomas
you can
was
double hit
still
them.
looking forward to watching the fireworks display at the party. Diesel worried about what Sir Topham Hatt would say when they arrived.
Are you live?
We're almost there now, said Thomas
And then
excitedly.
help bringing in the chickens.
But Diesel stayed silent. He wasn't looking forward to what was coming.
If you guys hear the Are You Live then? So we're in Thomas. So we're not driving to Diesel, we're just in Thomas. And we've got a red signal up in front of us by the looks of things. Let's go have a look. Do we really? Okay, so it thinks we're going backwards. That's fine. That does happen so often in this wonderful game. Alrighty, there's no brakes, there's no throttle, nothing else. It is funny that we're just driving.
So you know the backyard is flooding.
And she's back again. Nessie Roblox says cup of tea. Here's one I prepared earlier. Carter Asher says James and the Fireworks Season 8 Episode 11. You're pretty good. Bad guys avoiding Thomas like the plague. There is the HUD. You can turn that off and run the minimal HUD, but you must run the Thomas HUD if you're doing Thomas. I think we should go faster, don't you? Well, there's Annie and Clarabelle as well. Got everybody today. And a bridge, of course. I thought they said on the stream this morning you couldn't double head them, because I guess you can. Diesel looks sad. Trocky's going to have a shower. I often do that in the morning streams. Carter says, can you get James's 4F locomotive? Well, you could make yourself a James on the Creators Club probably, but you can't hook it up to these locomotives or the rolling stock. Because the Thomas stuff only works with Thomas stuff. Clarabelle looks bad. Why am I at the back of the train, says Clarabelle. Don't they like me anymore? They're holding me along with all these explosives. At least I'll blow up Annie first. Who, me? So, Thomas's cab, nothing works in here. Can't activate anything except the doors. And you have the driving position. It's the usual to get in and out of it with the Y or the E key if you're using a keyboard. Are they high-res Mittenbarn cows? I don't think so. They're not moving. I'd be kind of worried driving Fireworks along with the steam engine. Diesel should look worried because we're running at Diesel's top speed. Higher than Diesel's top speed, in fact. C says, I think Tintin uploaded all the scenarios. You can disable the Speedo HUD. You can just go back to the minimal HUD if you want to. So options, settings, accessibility, and... or is it minimal? You can do that. Ah, I didn't save it, did I? Idiot. Or did it override it? I've had the minimal HUD working with it. HUD type, normal. Minimal. Apply. Alright, now I can do it. No, it didn't. Well, okay. Maybe it overrides it in the scenarios. Works in the services. It is made to be more accessible for disabled people and children. Children aren't disabled, they're smarter than adults usually. Lord Dampnuts is bugged. I think it's probably not. I think it's probably just overridden in the scenario because it definitely works in services. Because that's the way I've been playing it in services. Scenarios write all sorts of things. There we go. Brass Sim World. Whee. You'll have to play the scenario before it and find out why Diesel's so angry. Upset. You've used Thomas's whistle 100 times. Do you know, I reckon the average kid's going to get that reward in about 10 minutes. Good quality, gratuitous bridge shot without even trying. I like it. So I'll have to put a poll in. I'll leave that there for a while. I put in the last option for Holy Drugger if he turns up. He can choose that one. Thomas does do something cute when you blow the whistle. Like getting close. He shuts his eyes. So if you're about to spad, just shut his eyes and he won't see it. Diesel, on the other hand, just looks sad. You get the impression Diesel got in trouble in the last scenario. I think one of the other ambassadors actually put all the scenarios up about 12 hours early. Had to take them down. Yeah. So the advance is at stop. Better watch out for signals there. You can make your own stories though, see? Carter, you can't connect Thomas Rolling Stock to anything else. It doesn't matter what combination you try and come up with, it won't work. New York, Texas Railroad says business question, who's getting the profits, Dovetail or Mattel? I would say both. I was once upon a time on the volunteer committee for our railway with Thomas. And yeah, Mattel get a cut of everything on Thomas days. Trains, food, everything. Good.
It's flooding.
Wife's showing me the backyard's flooding, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it. It's a storm. It's what happens. signals that proceed. Lord Dampnut says lack of advanced controls is disappointing. C says nice touch is the centre circle in yellow and the circle thing when you think is bigger and yellow. The face animations are pretty good. And hopefully now we've got the fat controller, we'll get more fat people in the game. Thank you, C. I actually wonder why they're at this end of the line, doesn't it? Not the other end. Because if you're going to do fireworks, surely you'd do it at Minehead. Or was Diesel naughty, you think? Where's the fat controller? Must be here somewhere. Oh, that is one nice touch. They're loose coupled. So when you slow down, it'll speed up. Probably should stop, shouldn't I? They do have physics.
The two engines finally arrived at the station. Sir Topham Hatt and Mr. Peters were waiting for them. Sir Topham turned and looked crossly at Diesel. Diesel, I hear you've been causing confusion and delay. I sent you to the mainland to deliver some goods, not to follow Thomas here and cause trouble.
Yes, sorry, sir,
said Diesel sheepishly.
I just wanted to show you that I'm just as special as Thomas is. It wasn't fair that he got to come and be admired by everyone, and I didn't.
Thomas was invited because Mr. Peters asked if he could come. Not because I think he's more special than any one of my engines, including you, Diesel. Diesel felt rather foolish.
He felt a right shunt.
I'm sorry, sir. And I'm sorry, Thomas. I didn't mean to cause you all this trouble.
That's all right, Diesel, said Thomas. If it were up to me, Diesel, continued Sir Topham Hatt, I would send you back to Sodor. But Mr. Peters and I have discussed it, and we think you should remain here for a while and work with Thomas and prove you can be a really useful engine.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I promise to be on my best behaviour.
Sir Topham Hatt smiled.
Because he knew Diesel was lying.
Don't you worry about your engine either, Diesel, said Mr. Peters. We'll take you to the workshop and get you fixed up in no time. Diesel smiled. He was looking forward to being back in working order.
The workshop's at the other end of the line. Well, halfway anyway.
To Thomas. As for you, Thomas, due to your recovery of the gifts and rescuing of a fellow engine, you have once again proven yourself to be a really useful engine. Yes, a very fine engine indeed, added Mr. Peters. Thomas was so proud, he didn't know what to say. He thought his boiler would burst.
That would kind of kill everyone around them. Never thought I'd see train sim world with cutscenes, but you know. Platinum. Very good. All right, why don't we go and do some services? That looks like it's got a journey, but I don't think so. We'll try it. See what it is. Is it a scenario or is it part of a journey? I didn't think I had journeys.
Confusion and delay.
Nah, it's a scenario. This is the scenario I took the screenshot for the stream for.
Tired but excited for the day ahead. He looked all around the.
I think we'll do some services. And you know Thomas is going up mittens. It's got to happen. I think the fat controller looks like the later fat controller when they slimmed him down a little bit. He's not nearly as fat as he used to be. Thomas and friends. Actually, we want to go the other way, don't we? To the trains. Choose a route. West Somerset Railway. Timetable. Thomas at the WSR. And let's do a diesel service. Why not? Diesel at the turntable. It's a pretty long one. Diesel timeout. Diesel some time to think about what he's done, and now it's time to get him back to the troublesome trucks. Take Diesel to Minehead to collect them. That sounds like a light engine run, doesn't it? It could be really boring. Diesel turnaround. Diesel will soon be running freight demonstration service back to Minehead. First he needs to turn around. Take Diesel and the troublesome trucks to the Triangle at Northwich Foreign. Well, that's already off the end of the map, isn't it? We never really go there in this things. We never really see it. Let's do that one. And let's turn off English weather. All right. We've got English weather here today. It's pissing down with rain if you can't hear it. That's an interesting signal. Anyway, what are we? Are we just a light engine? No, we've got trucks. And we're going to Norton Fitzwarren. Ready for Diesel's noise? And Diesel's got proper clag. It's kind of weird that it comes out of his side, but... already being naughty and going too fast, but whatever. At least all the trucks only have faces on one end. Creepy. I think the ones in the vans are creepier if you're in a truck. Very creepy. The price is pretty simple. There you go. Pricing. Diesel doesn't go very fast. Lord Datnut says that one of the streams he watched, the bloke at WSR Peter was mousing the narration as well of his own lines. Yeah, it's possible. I think they just blah blah blah, and it doesn't quite match because it's internationalized, so... You, has to match all the languages in this game. He does sound like a boat horn. I believe that's a Series 2 horn. Yeah, so the lips will always be out of sync because there's one animation and there's, what, 8 languages that the game runs in? So they'll never match any of the languages properly. Is there going to be a post-release patch for Cardiff? I imagine there will be. I haven't heard anything yet, but I imagine there will be. Oh, this is why they put scenery out here. This didn't used to be very well scenic. They've done a quite nice job. The grasses and things. I didn't even know there was a turntable at Fitzwarren. Oh, not a turntable, a triangle. They do look mischievous, don't they? They look kind of angry. And you can see that they do have proper physics, because they all bump together and pull apart while you're driving. So if I accelerate... we're running away. No, I've reached top speed. Poor Diesel. I think the trucks are pushing him. Let's go and see those side rods fly. Yeah, it's about as fast as you'll ever see an 08 go. Ah, it's kind of funny. Solar panels. "101 says Thomas go brr." Well, this isn't quite Thomas, this is Diesel. The Diesel's what you get when your special friend gives you a present. We better start slowing down. Could be lozenge time, I think. I had no idea there was a triangle here. None whatsoever. And it looks like maybe a loop. When did we get this? Stop, Diesel, stop! We're gonna sped! Ah. Yep. We're doing that again, you know that. Go, Diesel, go! Makes you wish you had glass in the windows, all that smoke. Off you go, Spanky, and I'll slow you down quick earlier this time. I have to say WSR looks nice these days. It's better. Gab says the horn was from Series 2 to Series 12. And there's a second one from the day of the Diesel to Season 24. There's a lot of knowledgeable Thomas people. It's amazing how many people know so much about it. We're getting pushed again. No, Annie or Clarabelle? You can ride on the guards van on the outside of it. Horn doesn't carry very far. Isle of Wight Transport says the Thomas will be in the Isle of Wight for sure. Why not? Thomas should work everywhere. Got 67% going for yes on buying Thomas. That's pretty cool. Where else should we run Thomas? New York, Texas said I wouldn't mind if Dovetail milked this and made more DLC. I'm sure that's the plan. This time I'll start slowing down a bit earlier, honest. I have had one totally unamused person with commentary on Thomas. Tree Sim World. Version 5. Should go up a bit, shouldn't I? I'm hitting too much stuff. There we go. Up there. Better start slowing down, I guess. Lots of brakes. All of them. Hey, David Stevens. Thomas does seem to have a fair few whistles. We can try that on the next Thomas drive if you want. We'll see how many it's got. Everybody wants to know how fast Thomas can go. I think HS1 has got one of the steeper ones as well. Southeastern High Speed. Bad Guy says, the only thing that bugs me about this Thomas DLC is the fact that legacy bugs and problems in this game is better use of time than making this. Just my opinion, though. Well, don't forget it'll be a different development team working with Mattel. The core and the projects have their own teams. So the projects don't really take away from the core because the projects don't work on the core. They're different people. You do get a little bit seasick on the 2 camera, I have to say. Use the 3 camera. That one. Isle of Wight says, Henter said 3 and he ran Thomas on HS1. Struggled on hills massively. Well, I've taken it over Bitten World Bard. It does that with Annie and Clarabelle. Managed that all the way up. Texas says, why was the menu UI updated to yellow? It's only for Thomas. Nothing else looks like that. Chips Gaming, they're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Hopefully this time I won't spam. What do you think, Trucks? You're just going to keep pushing? I think that's why Diesel's always so grumpy. He's got these guys to contend with. Dadrail did Cardiff and Goblin. Excellent. Putting Thomas on free roam on Castle Wurzburg would suit my sense of humour. With ICEs trying to do 160 Ks and coming across Thomas. I imagine the correct answer is because they were told to. Speaking of objective markers. Do I need to go and set this? Probably. It is slightly weird to use the controls backwards when you're going backwards. You want them to talk, Lord Dentner? I think the truck should talk, but they'd probably be too rude. Isle of Wight says I should drive Thomas in reverse on a passenger service. You could do that. Could always just whip him off and take him up to the turntable and turn him around and bring him back and put him back on again. It'd probably work. We can try it if you want. Oh yeah, wrong thing. Here was me holding down the left-hand thing to stop, but no, it's the other way around now. Are we far enough? Yep. I went through the world. We're stuck now. I'm stuck. Oh, I'm out again. It's alright. Geez, you wouldn't want to walk around there, would you, if the camera falls through the world? Giant plumes. Hello, that train guy. Lord Datnut thinks it's too quiet between the narrations and the objectives. Isle of Wight says you can't see out the back window, which means it's harder to drive in reverse. You have to stick your head out. That's like the engines I work on. You can't see out the front. Especially at Garrett. You stick your head out the door when you want to have a look. You can't see what's in front of you for nuts with the giant water tank out in front of the boiler. Hey, since we're in service mode, let's try and prove the theory. Options, settings, accessibility, HUD, minimal, apply. Let's go back in there and see if it changed. I think there might be a bug in the game that's got nothing to do with Thomas, to be honest. Let's try and change two things and then change that one back. No, I think there's a bug in the game. That's going to be annoying. I like minimal HUD. If I'm stuck with big HUD, I'll be annoyed. You don't go nearly as fast uphill, Diesel. That's pulling my coupler hook right off. I just think of all the rude things you could do with Thomas. But I won't because I'm an ambassador. Leave that to everybody else. Come on, Diesel. More power. They do slow down if you let go of the throttle, but you don't have to hold the throttle constantly. Looks like they've used the assets from TSG's routes to make this pretty. Noah James, hello to you. We can try that. We can turn HUD off. But I do think it's stuck. Bear in mind I am running a weird version. But usually if something happens in this version, it happens in the release one as well. Nah, you're stuck with it. Actually, I know what I'll try. Let me go out to the main menu, I'll turn it off, and then we'll come back in. Maybe you can't turn it off when you're in a Thomas service. That sounds like the kind of anal retentive thing they'd put in. Ooh, that was a power flicker. Stayed on. What's the storm doing? Just having a quick look. Well, I think I know why the backyard flooded a little bit. We've got 43.2 millimetres per hour of rain. That's quite a bit. You think I should tell Nightbot to hit the like button? Shame I couldn't make Thomas wear OB SCR green, what he used to wear before coming to Sodor. Yeah, Thomas is an E2 tank engine. They were a London one. I think they did. They run on British Mainline? Oh, not British Mainline, Brighton Mainline. I think they did. Do they have working in-cab gauges? There's the answer to your question. Right there. I think all the gauges display the speed. Nothing much else. Although they're showing different things, aren't they? Interesting. The top one's right for the speed. Maybe the bottom one's RPM. Those ones are all showing something. Just something random because they're not labelled. Yeah, that's what I thought, Jockey. Must have been a hell of a trip taking Thomas down to Brighton. Let's see if I can make Nightbot do what you want. Timers. New timer. There we go. See if it works. We've got a yellow coming up. Diesel. You're doing a good deed, C. Train guy says, I meant to, but they sucked, so they'll put on Shunting. Oh, that's a sad day for an engine. E2 was only good at light work, rough riding at speed. I imagine they would be, because it's an 060. They'd slam. You need pilot wheels. The speedo working means that you could turn off the HUD, but the slowly dropping speed would make external cams harder. Yes. C said Joe did a run on the Brighton main line with Thomas. Of course he did. Did he go all the way? $60 3 days smoke free. See, that's why you're so grumpy. I couldn't resist that. But congratulations, that's awesome. Come on, Diesel, you're nearly there. Don't bang your head on the water tank. Better turn on DRA, eh? That's it for that diesel run. Now, before we go back in there again, let's go back to the main menu, because I'm curious. That train guy says, look at that, DT adding another 08. How original. Melbourne train guy says, this is the 08. Wasn't diesel an 08 though? So if I go into settings now, accessibility, HUD type, minimal, apply, escape, back in there again. Let's see if it's still there. Or is it boogered? Yeah, minimal. Look at that. All right, so it's something to do with Thomas. Thomas is doing it deliberately, I think. So if we go back into another Thomas service, no, not a story, service, use your brain. Haven't got one. Yeah, sorry. Wonder if it turns up in the others. Is he there? No. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? If it just turned up in the other timetables. There you go, see? It worked. Hello, Connie Young, how are you? Let's do a Thomas service. Thomas at the turntable. I've done one of these before. Just turn off the English weather again. Let's have some wind this time. Just a little bit, though. Maybe a little bit of, tiny bit of fog. Who am I kidding? A lot of fog. Go. It took me a while to figure out how to get Nightbot working again, to be honest, because we broke it. When I added Richie as a moderator, it did bad things. Uncouple. All right. It's foggy on the West WSR. By the way, if you ever go and visit this place, where is it? I think it's supposed to be that place there. Where's the railway? I've gotten lost. Where's the railway? There's the railway. So you come out of the railway. Oh, the pub's not actually here. There's a, that's sad. There's this giant pub right here. Or maybe it's just there. But anyway. It's just around here somewhere. And it's really good. Oh, actually. I don't know why it's down there, but it is. It's actually up here. But anyway, that's fine. It's just in the wrong place. That's fine. If you ever come to this place, stay in that pub. It's really good. Friendly people. Good nosh if the restaurant's actually open. It wasn't when I was there. Thomas takes off like a frightened rabbit. Stop at the Minehead up shunt. Oh, Thomas buffered himself. Did you see that? Bonk into the buffers. That's one set of whistles. 2. Three whistles. So he's got 3 different ones. Oh yeah, you can ride in Annie. So you want to see riding in Annie, we can do that. Rude. Well, you would if there was any seats. Aha. Wait. There you go. You can ride Nanny and Clarabelle. Now, one thing I did notice, and I'm sure the aficionados will figure this out, Annie is a passenger coach. Clarabelle isn't supposed to be. Clarabelle's meant to have a guards compartment, I believe. Guards and parcels, but doesn't seem to have that. What are you doing? So there is AI. There we go, that answers that question. Someone asked if there was. Whee! Bad controller. And I think I see what's supposed to be a green light on that signal. Why the train? Why not, Connor? Chocky says it's at the seaside. It's so windy, especially in Kent. Isle of Wight Transport says, look at the back window, you'll see what I mean. Oh, looking out? Yeah. That's actually pretty normal for a tank engine with a bunker on the back. Ours are like that. We can see out our back window when we've emptied most of the coal out. Oh, better put his headlight on, eh? Didn't have his little headlight on. I just got an Xbox achievement. My Xbox isn't on. Weird. The stop markers are fairly generous unless there's a red signal at the end of it. Most of the time. No, you want me to go back further, don't you? "10 yards. Come on, signalman. Come on, signalman. Signalman. Hi, Neil. How are you? Oh, there we go. No, he just peeps. It's specific Thomas peeps. Yes, I do mean food, see? Melbourne said as packed as Puff usually is. Yeah, pretty much. And yes, that is Clarabelle. So I was slightly sad to see that Clarabelle is just a passenger coach. Well, that's new. It's actually riding. Damn it. Thomas, you're going too fast. I wanted to see the guy on a bike. C says put on a heritage show like a gala but add Thomas. Well, if you went into the gala timetable and you just put Thomas in free roam, why not? Is this all set for the turntable? It looks kind of like it is. Bike guy's back apparently. There he is. It did take me a little while to figure out this turntable because I've never used it before, and I'm not actually sure it was active before we got Thomas. That should do. Hang on, turn it on. Look, wobbly Thomas. Always like watching the steam engines on the turntables because they just wobble around. Thomas is starting to move, actually. The steam engines have never coped well with the turntables. I think I better get in there because he's starting to roll. You mean objective failure? I turned him round on the turntable. That's what you wanted. Oh, maybe I was supposed to wait for Diesel to come out. Didn't tell me that. But I have got a red signal coming. I wonder if we can steal Diesel. I think it got made to work in one of the updates, but I don't think it did originally. Come on, Diesel. Let's come and couple up. I'm curious. How much can we break this? Run. Watch out, Thomas. Diesel's going to whack you in the bum. All right. Diesel's going to stop. You know what we have to do? They don't really want to be touching each other, do they? We're going to steal Diesel now. I think Diesel's upset. Diesel wasn't expecting this. C says it's going to be a shocker comment, but I really like how they've done this. It's well put together. What is going on there? He is clever. No, Diesel. No, Diesel, no, we're going forwards. Come on, who's more powerful, Diesel or Thomas? Diesel's winning. Let go, Diesel. Keep up. Come on. Come on, Thomas. You can do this. It was me that hooked them up. They're not meant to be hooked up. Boink. Bye, Diesel. And now Diesel's coming up here too. Diesel's coming again, Thomas. Chocky says the turntable's been active since TSW4 last May. Cool. C confirms. Chocky says at least. Are we going to get our signal to go back though with Diesel sitting there? Let's make Diesel spad. Get out of the way, Diesel. He's chasing me now. So even the services are scripted. Diesel, you're going to spad. Oh no, you're not. You're going to give up. Oh yeah, definitely precision controls, Anarchist Angel. Let's do that service properly. That was kind of fun, but let's do it properly. Now that we've messed around, we'll do what we're told. We'll just do what they want. Go on. Figure it out. I've uncoupled. Thank you. See you, Dampnut. I did the tutorials for this because I wasn't sure how many people would actually pick up. You have to change the points, things like that. There we go. Because seasoned players would know. This feels like 10 mile an hour, doesn't it? Thomas, you're going to spad. Connor wants to know Santa or Grinch. Yep, look, Mum, no hands riding the bike. That's it, yes. I actually wonder what she's holding herself up with. Certainly not something you can talk about on Thomas. You're right, Thomas. I have to let go of the passenger carriages, Connor, because I have to run around and go to the turntable. The whistle is awesome. This time I'm being careful. We're not going to spad. Honest. We'll pick up the passenger carriages, but we'll be the other way around, Connor. About as good as it gets. He has a Thomas cab, Isle of Wight transport. Don't worry, we'll pick up passenger carriages. And we'll do some other routes as well. Hey, Maverick. Anarchist Angel says, I've got my Boslow G6 exam in a few hours and I'm sitting here watching the Thomas preview stream. Well, when you go to your examiner and they say, how do you think you'll go? You go, I learnt it in Train Sim World. Because examiners love hearing things like that. I said that to one of ours. One of the first times I got given a drive at Puff. And he goes, you handled the brake pretty well. How did you manage that? And I was like, Train Sim World. I don't think he wanted to hear that. Not really. I was just talking to Anarchist about how to impress the examiner. There we go. Does the Bardic work? Oh, the Bardic works, look. I'd never even seen that before. On. Go. Oh, we need to go further forward. Is that what I did wrong last time? Probably. Come on, let me stand there. Off goes Diesel. I assume we're just allowed to follow Diesel out. Should we steal Diesel's trucks? It's almost like they watch you go past. Go up a little bit closer to the signal, I suppose. Joel, be nice. Yeah, I think probably would instantly fire if you said that, Atticus Angel. And I gotta say, mine was really impressed. Atticus Angel says there's a lot of inaccuracies, especially on the German routes, that in real life would get you fired. I'm sure there are. They're getting a little bit better on that front because they've got access to drivers, but they're never going to make it perfect. So I do wonder how many new players would come along to this and know that they have to sit here and wait. I suppose if you've got, not that one. That one? No? Oh, you can turn it on and off. Look at that. If you had that on, because by default that's on, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's enough of an indicator you have to stop. Because level crossing is saying 328 yards and that one said 58, so I suppose it'd be okay. Come on, Diesel, out of the way. You again? How much will Thomas be? Let me get you the pricing. I'll do it in poons. There you go. Release times. FAQ. Chocky says, I found a setting in God mode to change the maximum speed of the turntable. Well, that could be funny. Joel says, question if Thomas... Oh, we've been there. Annika says, I hope that in the future the game can differentiate between a shunting move and a timetable train as the signals are entirely different between the two. They are very much. Even on our railway, they're different. Just letting the signalman know I'm here. Where did Diesel go? Oi. Diesel sneaking away with Annie and Clarabelle. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here? What are you doing? Apart from choking the passengers to death. Bastard. Well, he's opened the doors to let the passengers off. I got pushed out of the way. Passengers in this game are so weird. Where are they all going? They can't possibly fit in there. They're all just going in anyway. Yes, it is a TARDIS, very much. It's not really pricey. One Thomas video will cost you that. You realise you're all going on a diesel ride and you're being stolen. Diesel's stealing you, Annie. Thomas's top speed is about 75 miles an hour downhill. Hey, Thomas. Look behind you. Over there. I would have expected him to look mad. And he always looks sleepy. Your coaches have been stolen, Thomas. C says good job he doesn't play football. His nose would be offside. It is a TARDIS Melbourne train guy. Yes, the stories have narrators. We're just playing some services. I'll play another story after this. Can't try and get Thomas to top speed right now because I've got a red light because Diesel stole my train. We need to chase them. So we're supposed to stop at Annie and Clarabelle, but we can't. Because they're gone. They've been stolen by Diesel. I think we might go and play a story. Because I think Thomas just got outsmarted. Because they've been stolen. How far did they go? Where is he? Oh, he's completely buggered off, isn't he? There he goes, up there. It's called Diesel at the turntable. I think we just got our signal too. Now we have to stop at Annie and Clarabelle, but Annie and Clarabelle have been stolen. That'll work well. It does make me wonder if the services are the things underlying the scenarios. I'll run another one of the stories, Annika, so you can see what they are. What are you going to do? Diesel stole my train. So we'll run a story. Back to the main menu. Since they've all been published, we might as well just play them. Annie and Clarabelle got stolen by Diesel, Chucky. Thomas, an arrival. I'll run confusion and delay. But I think that I just have a faint suspicion these services are what's underneath the scenarios.
Confusion and delay. A few hours later, Thomas awoke, tired but excited for the day ahead. He looked all around the station and took in all the new sights and sounds in front of him. He then spoke.
I kind of think that's deliberate, see?
Morning, Annie. Morning, Clarabelle. But there was no reply.
That's because in the last story,
Thomas
we hid them.
looked over and realized his friends were no longer beside him. Annie? Clarabelle? Where are you? He suddenly heard a chorus of voices from a nearby siding. Thomas! Bust my buffers, he cried. How did you get over there? Don't worry, I'm coming to get you. It looks like those troublesome trucks are still in the way. We need to move them before we can rescue Annie and Clarabelle.
And this girl, she woke tired and excited for the day ahead, literally an hour ago. Fair enough. It's a big day in exam day, isn't it? I hope you do really well and you get it all sorted out. C says, I prefer to watch rather than play. That sounds like something else. And that train guy says, absolute cinema. It's one of the services I played day before yesterday. We put those trucks over there with Diesel. I thought it would stop at this signal, but no, it's not. It's all right. Don't know what you're talking about, see? I did get some good news today. I self-reported to the railway because I have a longer COVID effect with inflamed lungs. And they were going to make me do another physical. But I fired last week and they went, don't worry about it. Have I not gone far enough forward? Probably not. Oh, I've got to go backwards. I didn't stop in the right place. The scenarios are more finicky than the services, which I think's not such a hot thing. There we go. Coupled to the troublesome trucks, but not till the signal goes green. Come on, Mr. Signalman. Put down your coffee. We've got to get trucking. I reckon you'll do fine, anarchist. Yeah, those are UTC times, as C says, Chucky. You don't want to hit them too hard, Thomas. Might make your fireman fall over.
You troublesome trucks are always causing confusion and delay.
Already coupled. Now, if only they could stop the safety valve going off on all steam engines. It'd be so much better. I have tried to derail Thomas. I don't think so. Mylan says he's still going to do the other part of the story, Thomas's arrival. We could, if you really want to see it. Chocky says it's not the truck's fault, they can't move themselves. You know, I've seen that happen. Like, where did those carriages go? Down there. Hello, Hentes. Hello, Jonathan. I love my new life. It's really good. This is where I take drugs on stream. Might help. Annika says Chocky discovering plot holes in Thomas the Tank Engine. Gav wants to try a Rosa or Benina. I can see why. Sooner or later it's going down Cajon Pass. Because we need to know, does Thomas have the cojones? More? More. Enough? Yes.
The track is clear now, so we can go and collect Annie and Clarabelle.
Off you go, Thomas. If the audio's cutting out, try and refresh. I've gone too far. And almost missed the objective, but not quite. Go on, backwards, backwards, backwards. You're going to miss the objective. Thomas should be able to float if I did a scenario, but you couldn't put him there in free roam. Gape wants to know, does JD have the balls to put Thomas on Cajon Pass? Lucky there's no bell. Hentus took Thomas down HS1. Yeah, someone said that earlier in the stream. Seems fair. Come on, signalman. Let's go. Do you know, I think I've spent more time in Minehead in this game since I got Thomas than in reality. Off we go to collect Annie and Clarabelle. Of course, we'll have to wash them because Dirty Diesel took them down behind the shed in the siding. I know Joe took it down the Brighton main line. Knowing Joe the full distance. Chocky says his uncle volunteered at WSR until last year. I met a few people at this one. I haven't done the first part, Mylan, because I've done it before, but I can do that next if you want to have a look at it. We'll get this one done and then we'll do that one. Is that close enough? Not quite.
Hello, you two. It's good to see you're both okay. How did you get here?
Diesel! Diesel
We
dragged
don't
us
know,
over here.
Thomas, cried Annie. Perhaps an engine from this railway put us here, thinking we were just ordinary coaches.
Oh, Annie's a Karen.
That is strange, said Thomas, puzzled.
Maybe it was by accident. But we can't stand here all day, he added. We still have a lot to do before the special event tonight. And now we're running late, so we need to hurry.
We have the signal. I'm going to smack my face into a truck. Ow. I think Thomas the Tank Engine actually has quite a lot of innuendo, to be honest. Because these sorts of stories are usually written to entertain the adults that are paying to have the kids. So I think this one, yeah, that's it for this one. So we'll do the first one then, Milo. If I actually make it here, I think in this year's UK trip, there will be another run to West Somerset because I just really liked Minehead. Just a really nice spot to stay. Don't think I'd spend too many days here because I think you'd run out of things to do pretty quickly.
Thomas arrived at the platform, and the passengers began to climb aboard Annie and Clarabel. As he was waiting, Mr. Peters walked up and greeted him warmly. Morning, Thomas. I hope you and your coaches are feeling well rested and ready for work.
Good morning, Mr. Peters, sir, smiled Thomas. We certainly are, and we're looking forward to starting our journey. I'm sorry we're running a little late this morning.
That's all right, Thomas, said Mr. Peters kindly. Just make sure you try and make up for the lost time.
I'll try, sir,
puffed Thomas. Mr. Peters smiled. That's a good engine, he said. Our passengers are our top priority.
You lot still
here
there?
on the
YouTube's
West
telling me
Somerset
I've just
Railway,
dropped to zero
and we
all of a
must
sudden.
do everything we can to ensure that they all have a wonderful time.
As a woman walks straight
Don't
through
worry,
him.
sir. We'll make sure they all have a great time.
That's what I like to hear, continued Mr. Peters. Looks like you're almost ready to go. But I'll be sure to come and find you later and see how you're getting on. And with that, he turned and walked away to attend to other things. Thomas was still waiting for the last of the passengers to get on board, and he was eager to set off. Luckily, he didn't have to wait for long.
It looks like
That is typical
everyone's on
YouTube, yes.
board,
called Clarabel.
Glad to see you lot are still there.
We're ready to go now, Thomas,
said Annie.
Said Karen.
That's good, puffed Thomas. Let's get going and see if we can make up for lost time.
Alrighty, so we'll play the intro now for Milo. Why not? Hentus Rail says it's off to sea 69014, leave Eastleigh in a few minutes. That'll be cool. I expect videos, young fella. So we'll run the first one as requested. Thomas's arrival. That's the one.
Thomas's arrival. It was a warm summer's evening on the West Somerset Railway, and Thomas the Tank Engine was waiting at Dunster Station.
Good luck
He
with
and
the
Sir
exam,
Topham
anarchist.
Hatt had
Have a
been
good one.
invited to visit the railway and were on their way to Minehead for a big welcome. I can't wait to get to Minehead Station and meet everyone, said Thomas excitedly.
You said you had a friend that worked on this railway, didn't you, sir?
Yes, Thomas, I have.
I
replied
did,
Sir
but
Thomas.
then I ate him.
Mr. Peters and I have been friends for a long time, and I'm sure you'll get to meet him once we reach Minehead. And I know he's very keen to finally meet you, especially after I told him how useful you are.
Thank you, sir.
Puffed Thomas proudly.
Although I do hope my branch line back on Sodor will be all right without me. I'm sure my passengers will miss their regular train rides.
I'm sure your passengers will be fine, Thomas. There's no need to worry about your branch line, chuckled Sir Topham Hatt. I've arranged for Percy and Toby to look after it while you're away. Bertie said he'll lend a hand too. Thomas smiled, thinking about his friends back home. Right then, he continued. Let's get going. We don't want to keep everyone waiting.
It's weird in the
And with
cutscene that
Sir Topham
this
Hatt walked
station
down the
is quite
platform
two-dimensional.
and climbed aboard Annie.
Yes, sir.
Peeped Thomas.
Minehead, here we come.
Jockey said he'll lend a hand. He's a bus. Indeed. Anthony says, hi TSD, I'd be more interested in buying a fully modelled island of Sodor. Happy to watch others try it,
I
though.
wonder what kind of jobs I'll get to do here.
Wondered Thomas.
I do hope we get there soon. I can't wait to get started.
Yes,
It will be nice to finally arrive.
said Annie sleepily.
I don't know about you, Clarabelle, but I'm rather looking forward to a nice long rest after our long journey here. Yes, Annie, it'll be nice to finally rest my wheels for the night. You should get some rest too, Thomas. You don't want to be tired tomorrow, do you? But I'm too excited. There's going to be a party tomorrow night to welcome us to the railway, and I want to make a good impression and show everyone that I'm a really useful engine, especially as we've come all this way. We understand.
Don't worry, Xbox Series X. Microsoft will put Thomas on your store a little later today.
Being tired and running late on your first day.
Despite his excitement, Thomas couldn't help but be tired too.
Ah. It sounds like we're not the only ones who need to rest their wheels.
Laughed Clarabelle.
Well, I suppose I am a little tired, he said wearily. And a good night's rest would be nice before we start work in the morning.
The three friends continued their journey towards Minehead, and it wasn't long before they were nearing the station.
Hey, Dampnut. Of course I'm winning. Hey, Leon. I'm okay, Leon, apart from a cough. How about you? We are going to free roam it. I'm going to start on Mittenwald Barn, and we'll do that next. We're taking Annie and Clarabelle up the hill. And I think we might need to try some other routes as well. It'll turn up later, Xbox Series X. Oh, so you want me to take Thomas down the Mittenbarn Hill? We'll do that too. We'll take him up and then we'll take him back down again.
As Thomas's train pulled into the station, he looked around and noticed a smartly dressed man standing on the platform. He wondered if this was Sir Topham Hatt's friend, when the man stepped forward and introduced himself. "Hello, and welcome to the West Somerset Railway. You must be Thomas, the famous tank engine I've heard all about. It's great to finally meet you. My name is Mr. Peter, and I must say it's a pleasure to have you here." "Thank you, sir," puffed Thomas. "I'm excited that we have been given the chance to come and visit your railway, and I can't wait to get started." "That's what I like to hear," said Mr. Peters. "Sir Topham tells me you're a very hard-working engine, so I'm looking forward to working with you and making sure that you and all our visitors have a great time at the party tomorrow night." Just then, Sir Topham Hatt walked up. He greeted his friend warmly and started telling him all about Thomas. "Thomas is one of the most useful engines I know, and I'm sure he'll prove to be a credit to your railway." "That's wonderful to hear," replied Mr. Peters. "I'm sure that Thomas and I will get on splendidly." Mr. Peters smiled and turned to the crowd of passengers. "Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to give a warm welcome to our visitors from the island of Sodor, Sir Topham Hatt, Thomas, and his loyal coaches, Annie and Clarabelle." Everyone clapped and cheered, and
Seemed
Thomas
necessary.
looked on, feeling very proud. But no one noticed that a familiar diesel engine was watching them from afar.
Those are the times I've got, Chucky. Indeed, Diesel. There you go. There's the intro. I think it's time for Mitten World. But I think what we need to do first is we need to make a consist. Because I want 2 Annies and 2 Clarabelles. So, Creators Club, Formation Designer. Add new. T4. And I want to Formation Builder. Add official. Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. That's what we want. Is there a loaded one? Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle loaded. There we go. West Somerset Railway. So we'll do those, then we'll add official, and go Annie. Add official. Clarabelle. Right. Save those. Because I just want him to have something to do to pull him up the hill, that's all. Yep. We'll save our changes. And out of here. Back to. And I will actually use free roam. I think I will. Should I? Yeah. Just so there aren't any other trains getting in the way. Free roam. And we'll start there. Innsbruck West? What's that one? Innsbruck Hotting. That's the one at the bottom of the hill. Start there. Custom weather. It's a long train for Thomas. Thomas is only a little engine. Of course Thomas is equipped with AWS. What else would he have? I know by experience that you can't get out of that track if you put them there. Just say it. Alrighty, spawn new train. And we want Thomas. And we want custom T4. Spawn. Is that going to be the right way around? Should be. Are you backwards, Thomas? Thomas, you're backwards. And I'm stuck in you. I'm stuck in Thomas. Well, that went well. Alright. Restart. That went really well. I was staying further away from Thomas this time. I'll go further down here too. Alright, tab. Spawn new train. Thomas. Custom. T4. Spawn. That looks better. Go. There we go. That's better. So we've got Annie, Clarabelle, Annie, and Clarabelle. Double trouble from the Karen sisters. Because why would you want one? Alright, now let's set a path. We will go to my usual spot. That one? No. That one? No. There. That's where I go. There's my usual spot. We'll stop there. Confirm. Are you ready to see Thomas climb the Hill of Doom? Mitten World Bond. Go, Thomas. Go as hard as you can. Oh, hang on. Better turn on a HUD so you can actually see how fast Thomas is going. It won't be very fast up the hill, I can tell you that. Lord Dampnut said it would be nice if they add that to core scenarios to talk to someone with voiceover. Yeah, voiceover would be cool. And given there's so many voiceover services these days, you don't even need to record a person except when you want a special one. I think it would be fairly easy to do. Off we go up to Martinswand, and then naturally we'll set a path to come back, and we'll run down backwards and see how fast it goes. So Thomas is on the grade now, 3%. Not doing too bad, I have to say. Hello, Joel. How are you? Maverick says, well, I don't get why so many adults, including yours truly, like Thomas so much. Oh, what's wrong with Thomas? Thomas is good. When we lived in America, this was about the only voice on TV that wasn't American. Well, that and Teletubbies. The kids love Thomas. They don't anymore. FD New York says faster than most American freight. That's true. Yeah, it is pretty much all about nostalgia. Any planes landing? No. Still got 3Ks to go and mostly maintaining speed. None for you people. Thomas is working pretty hard to get up this hill, though. Hey, AC. This is Thomas on Mittenwald Bahn. Could just add more coaches to the formation and see how well it handles 10. It does actually have physics. Yes. Thomas goes to Germany. Followed closely by Thomas discovers Liebfrauwein. I do think it's slightly a pity that Thomas the Tank Engine equipment can only couple to other Thomas the Tank Engine equipment, and you can't couple it up to regular stock. I think that would be Thomas the Tanked Engine. You get various gauges that don't mean anything. One of the right-hand one is miles per hour. You can't activate any of these controls, they're just for looks. We're almost there. Thomas goes, "What hill?" I don't see a hill here. Well, we can't do Thomas in Japan yet, but that's not far off. I'm hoping. So when Tadami comes out, yeah, we can run Thomas in Japan. I think Thomas is on course to beat the pacer's time. The Vectron handles this grade really well. Just couldn't stop. Not sure well how Thomas will do on the stopping bit, actually. Stuck in the concrete. Alrighty. Now the next question is move path. Set path. We're going to go back down the hill. Naturally backwards. Back to here. Because we're going to find out how fast Thomas goes backwards. Ready, Thomas? Scared? Really scared? Alright, here we go. Go, Thomas, go. We're going to watch this way in case it comes off. Now, I might point out the fastest I've taken a crocodile down here successfully was 100. We have now passed the crocodile speed. Oh, he's looking wobbly. There he goes. Well, that answers that question. Can you derail Thomas? Yes, you can. Excellent. Maybe we should try it on Shap. We'll try a run down Shap. See how he goes with that, because Shap's at least fairly straight. Yes, I won't be the first to kill Thomas, and I won't be the last. West Coast Main Line. Oops, not timetable, because we'll never get it edgewise in. Free roam. And we want to go to... It's that one, isn't it? Tebow? That one? Oxenholme? That one. Shap Summit. There we are. Light clouds. All right, Thomas. Now's your chance. Faster than an HST, says Gav. Well, till he learned how to fly. Very good. We have much humming. We want to go... So we do want to be on this track, don't we? Because we want to go that way behind me. That's the steeper part. Farmers. Custom. T4. Spawn. Go. Right. Sorry about the last run, Annie. We rebuilt you, though. It's alright. Alrighty. Hop in a path. Just down to Oxenholme, I think. Because that is a fair way. Where is bloody Oxenholme? Oh, there's a big corner. That could not go well. Oxenholme really this far? Or have I missed it? Ah, yeah, down here by the junction. There we go. We're going to go there. Oxenholme, platform 1. Confirm. Ready, Thomas? There we go. Down shack. Well, Thomas is miles per hour on this route. He was kilometres per hour on the other one. Because it comes up as the route's speed. Cinders and Ashes sent Lord Damp 131 miles an hour for the record. Joel retracted his message. AC says, strap in, folks. Joel says, let's see how fast we can get Thomas to go this time. It's kind of pointless, but you know, everyone's going to do this. Now, Shap's not as steep, so I don't expect the speed we got on Mittens. But you never know. You can get Flying Scotsman just over 100 down here. Elliot says we should paint the pacer as Bertie and Thomas and Bertie can have a race. Not a bad idea. I like your thinking. It'd have to be a one after the other race because you can't drive 2 trains in Transcend World. $65 miles an hour. Pretty good for an 060. $69 miles an hour. Thomas and Annie, 69 miles an hour. If we get to 88, will we go to the future? That's the question. We're going to hit 75. It's getting a bit wobbly, though. It might be a good time to start watching Thomas from the front. $79. Getting very wobbly. $81. Still smiling. $84. AC says Thomas looks pensive. 86. Flano, yes, the Thomas scenarios are story-based with prices, with voices. There's two kinds. There's actual scenarios that have got narration and cutscenes and all sorts of fun stuff like that. And there's the services as well. Let me try and get the pricing without destroying Thomas. Reached 87. Pricing coming up in the chat. So £24.99 for the DLC, which would be about $50 Australian or so, 50, 54, something like that, depending on today's exchange rate. And if you don't have WSR, there's a bundle, which has got WSR and the game and Thomas. 83. Didn't quite make it to 88 before the steepness fell away. Or did we make it to 88 when I wasn't watching? What about Licky Bank on VCC? That's pretty steep. I think we should try Licky Bank. What do you think, Thomas? I thought so. All right, Licky Bank, here we come. Have I even got BCC installed? That's an interesting question. We'll soon know. 87 was the maximum. Okay, Licky Bank's a bit steeper, but it's not as long. How fast did you get to, Hentus, if you're still here on HS1? It's Birmingham City, isn't it? Free roam. Litchfield, Trent Valley. No, we want the other end of the line. Go that way. Not Reddick side, the other side, because Licky Bank's that one, isn't it? Or is it the one up here? I never can remember. Longbridge. That's before Longbridge. Barnt Green. I reckon Licky Bank is this bit. Bromsgrove. I think it's Bromsgrove. Yeah, we can try it on a Rosa. I'm not sure if it'll run on a Rosa in free roam. It would in an off-the-rails service, but I'm not sure about free roam. Yes, this is the spot. That's what we want. All right, here comes Thomas. Wink. Ready, Thomas? Oops, we better put a path on you. Or we're just going to run into a red signal almost straight away. We'll take you to the other end, which is there. Bart Green. It's like Scott Green. Scott Green? Anybody got Scott Green? Off we go. Let's go, Thomas. Let's see how fast you go down here. Mind you, this is... I'm trying to remember which direction it is. Is this the climb up Licky, or is this running down Licky? This might be the climb up. Might have to run back down backwards after we get up there. Yeah, this is the up, I think. So we shouldn't expect a lot of speed getting up here, but we'll set a path and run backwards from Barnt Green back to Bromsgrove. See how we go. Go, Thomas, go. Yeah, definitely should have gone the other way around. Well, we're definitely doing the up. He's doing okay. He's losing a little bit of speed. He's not doing too bad. And then we'll run back the other way and see how he goes. At least this one's straight. Yeah, I think he did better on mittens. Oh, actually, maybe not, because he got down to about 31 kilometres an hour on mittens. This is faster. This is 28 miles an hour. Whoop. We had to compile some stuff there. Look, sheep, it's Thomas. You know Thomas is going to turn up in all my streams from now on. You know that, don't you? Maybe not on reveals, but... Could be the new collectibles train. Drive Thomas around to find collectibles. We're on the steepest part of Licky now. Just come off it. Didn't lose any speed there. That particular bit where it goes up to 2.8, that's the undoing of the Jubilee there. It doesn't recover after that. There's a Thomas for Railroader as well. There we go, we're off Lipke Bank, but we'll go into the station. There's a bear in there. No, the Jubilee doesn't like Licky at all. Scotsman does. Scotsman's fine on Jubilee, and the Little Fowler is as well. And so's the other one. Well, Thomas, when you get there, we're going to go back again. But I might respawn you on the other track, I think. Lord Dapnut says, Scotsman eats hills for breakfast. Melbourne train guy said I did a free roam in Jubilee on MML yesterday. First go at Steam. Hopefully you had fun. Alan Knight says, speaking of Railroader, I've actually commissioned someone to model the LBSCRE2, Thomas's prototype for the game. Well, that's excellent. Look forward to that. Alrighty, well, Thomas did pretty well in this direction, so let's spawn another Thomas and go this way. This will just look weird, really. Oh, hang on. I'm in the cab, aren't I? Got to get out of the cab. Oops, actually, I need to take a path off it too. Because I don't think you can have more than one path. Right, now we're getting out. Get down here with Double Trouble Thomas. Thomas? I'm doing it on this track because I don't think that this one supports bidirectional signalling. Which means you probably can't get a path down there. Alright, now that's worth... just because you can. Yeah, we should probably focus it properly. About there. That'll do. Take a screenshot. It just makes people jealous on Steam when I put up screenshots of stuff they can't have yet. Because why wouldn't you? Get in the cab. Bye, second Thomas. Alright, let's pop on a path. Yeah, hang on. I need to get rid of that train. Yes, this is the one I'm in, I think. Yes. Yep, that's the one I'm in. That's the one I want. Yeah, probably come in there, why not? Can we do that? Yep. Alrighty, Thomas. Let's go. I expect good things out of you, Thomas the Tank Engine. Don't let the side down, mate. There's ADHD people everywhere want to see this. Can't let them down. The other possible place to make it work is the steep descent on Cajon Pass. That would probably get you the fastest trip time. We can try him on a Rosa. I don't think it'll actually work, but we can try. Because I don't think Free Roam will let you do it. You'd have to make a scenario. Plus you'd end up upside down in a Rosa. There we go! Prepare for Licky. Ignore that signal. Getting to the 50 and we're not even on the steep bit yet. Still got about a half mile to the steepest part, I think. The gradient starts just up here. Yeah, we'll see what she'll do. Here comes the steep part. 70. Got to 70 pretty quickly, I have to say. Only got about 1.5 miles of the bank to go. 77. Annie and Clarabelle are getting very loud. Less than a mile left on the bank now. We've just gone through the steepest part. 87. 88. We are going to the future. We're going to spat at the bottom because I'm not even going to try. Ooh, we've got a track change. This might go badly. Can we hit 100 before we get to the bottom of the bank? We're at the bottom of the bank. 97. We're going to spad. 97 was the top. I think there's only one other place that we can try this to beat 97. Odin Moore, that's what we're trying to find out. We just got to 97. That's the new record. So what we're going to do now is go to the steep descent on Cajon Pass. Because that gets to a 3.6, I think. All right, to the trains. Choose a route. Have you got the Cajons? And free roam. That's not there. There's a place where there's 3 tracks. It's about there, I think. What's that one? That's Cajon Pass Summit. Okay, let's go there. That's an intentional spad, Melbourne train guy. Now I've got to try and remember which one's the steep track though. Is the steep track the one that goes on the left or the one that goes on the right? Can't remember. One of them curves away from the other tracks. I'm kind of thinking it's this one, this left-hand track. I'm kind of thinking that. But that's the steeper one. Would make sense because the others are going around curves to avoid the steepness, so I think it probably is that one. We're going to try that one anyway. So we'll go over here. This route is so bare, isn't it? I keep forgetting to come out of photo mode. Alright, path. Oh, have I put it in the wrong one? What a bonehead. I'm facing the wrong way. I want to be on this track. Are they hotbox detectors? When did we get them? Will they detect a hotbox on Thomas? I'm not going to try and take it up Cajon Pass because we'll be here for 3 hours. But down seems fair. Won't do all of it, we'll just do the steepest part, which brings us down to somewhere in the vicinity of this yard. Alrighty, Thomas. Let's go. Can we smash the Hundy? I remember when this route came out, we all went, wow, that looks so good. You look at it now and you go, maybe not. This bit does. As you come over the top of the hill, this still looks nice. So what do you think, Thomas? Have you got the necessary? He's up to 50. $60. And we're not even in the steep bit yet. We're now steeper than Licky. Coming up in 70, there we go. Can he stay on in the corner? So far. Got another corner coming up, Thomas. You better hold on. 80. Slightly concerned for this corner. Just slightly, because it's a 30-mile-an-hour corner. Oh, we're doing it okay. This next one's a worry, though. 90 mile an hour. Got a good lean going. Like a motorbike rider. What? Nearly. Very nearly. 95. I don't think we're going to survive this corner because this one's quite tight. 98. Way! 99 miles an hour. So maybe if I do that, but we go a bit slower until we get to that point. Actually, why don't we just put him on the tracks at that point? Put him on the tracks after, well, actually just before that corner. If we put him on the tracks there, should better do that, shouldn't we? Actually, I have to walk there. That way. Yep, that way. So if we drive him down a bit slower, and then we'll speed him up at that corner. Does that sound a good idea? Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. Bloody excellent idea. Yeah, here we go. We got to 99. We got to know 99 is the new record right before he derailed. All right. Could I just... Oh, it's the same thing again. Idiot. Sorry, Thomas. I made the same mistake twice. A good person makes a mistake once. Fool makes it twice. All right, Thomas. Attempt number 2. This time we're going to control your speed a little bit until we get through that corner. We'll put the destination after that signal so we don't spad when we get there. All right, Thomas, here we go. Bye, Thomas. Don't leave me here in the desert to die. Matei! Thomas will be available in the store fairly soon. times are 4 p.m. UTC, 6 p.m. UTC for Steam and Epic. And that's tomorrow, by the way. That's sad, Elliot. I think plenty of us have run down this hill in a big American train at a somewhat excessive speed and died, so I guess this wasn't too unusual, was it? Really? Go, Thomas, go. It probably is tonight, Melbourne train. Go, yeah, I forgot. We're not a day before, like we usually are. We're on the day. Alright, now we need a little bit of brakes, just to keep Thomas calm. Preferably without setting fire to his brake shoes. Gotta say, his brakes don't do much at this speed. We're doing double the speed limit, which is usually okay in Train Sim World. Now, this was the corner we almost died on last time. And then we did die on the next one. Well, he's still a bit wobbly, actually. Or is this it? Is this it for corners? Oh no, it's this big one down here. Actually, we should be okay on this corner, I think. This is, where are we? There. Yeah, it's the tight one coming up, isn't it? The one that gave us grief. Let's get it back down to about double the speed limit. We'll probably be okay. And then we'll fang it. This is the almost death corner. Hold on to those tracks, Thomas. He's looking alright, he's not wobbly. Alright, Thomas, hit it. Looking very wobbly. Very rough track here in America. 85. This corner's fairly gentle, I'm hopeful. Oh, the next one might be bad. Over he goes. Only 93. Yeah, so, you know, Cajon Pass not working out that well, really. Where else should we try? Since he's doing restart. Where else should we try? We need somewhere straight. So I don't think HS1's actually that steep. We got to 99 miles an hour, see? We almost cracked the ton. Almost. What's, yeah, Semmeringbah's a possibility. Where's the steep bit on Semmeringbahn? Horseshoe Curb's got a steep bit. Sandpatch does. Marseille. I don't know if I've got it installed. I think I've got it installed. Sherman Hill. Sherman Hill's got a steep bit. NTP. We're going to go back to England. We can do an NTP. Where is the steepest bit, though? It's up this end, isn't it? Batley. Morley. Which way is the steep one? Tunnel will be boring with Thomas. That's the tunnel there, I think. So is that the steepest bit? Where is the steepest bit? Let's stop this poll too. Steepest part of Northern Transpennine. Nothing really says where the steepest part is. It just tells me about the route. I don't care about the route. I want the steepest part. Anybody know? Otherwise, I'll do Sandpatch. Because Sandpatch has got some good steep bits. I'll just do Sandpatch anyway. Because I can't remember where it is. Choose a route. Sandpatch. And we'll start in the middle at the top. Free roam and Sandpatch. But I reckon we should start there at Manila. Because we'll get round that corner. And then she's pretty straight from there on out. Excuse me. Got it. Got it. And I think the right-hand track's steeper. If I remember rightly, so we'll put him here. Hello, Jumbo Train. We're going to take Thomas down Sandpatch. Oh, Kelly bit. We'll never get around that corner anyway. Block the endpoint here. All right, Thomas. Let's see what you're made of. We managed to get to 99 mile an hour on Cajon Pass before we derailed. We're going to try and beat 99. We've got some hideous curves coming up, though. Go, Thomas, go. Yeah, it's today, Jumbo Train. Usual times on all platforms. Looking all right on this track. We keep smacking her head into trees, though. I think it'll be a slow burn on Sandpatch, because Sandpatch isn't actually that steep, but it's just really long. What would Thomas look like? Thomas looks like this. This is Thomas. Ooh, it's a bit bumpy on that corner. We're trying to see how fast Thomas goes, Jumbo Train. Uh-oh. Only 77. Oh. All right, we'll go back and play one more real story for Thomas, because I think 99 might be the best. I accept your challenges. Let's see how the rest of you go. I'm driving Thomas now, Jumbo Train. Let's go back and run one of the stories. We'll run one more, and I think that might be it for tonight, because I haven't actually had any dinner, and it's getting a bit late. Might do a bit of streaming tomorrow, you know, because I've got the day off, but I need to do some stuff for the other half too. All right. We're on a diesel one or a Thomas one? What do you want to see? Do a quick poll. Diesel or Thomas? Go. Let me know what you want. Ooh, a lot of people going for diesel. Diesel's taking an early lead here. Only with 4% want Thomas. Yeah, I think it's diesel in the fireworks then. Here we go. Diesel in the fireworks. Uh-oh, it's at night. Okay. All right. We'll pick the other diesel one because, hang on, there's no train. Well, that's a bust. Where's the train? That's Norton Fitzwarren. Where's the train? I bet you the train's at Minehead. No, there's no trains. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. We start the right thing, didn't we? The schedule is empty. There's no trains on the map. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Flano says, did I hear any news about a patch or workaround for PS4s? No, not yet. Hello, Dre Dreamer. D-Day. I'm going to start that one again and just see if it works a second time. No real reason why it would. Well, we've turned up somewhere different this time. We're at Doniford Holt. Are there any trains? Because we turned up at the end of the line before. We turned up down here somewhere. I don't see any trains on the route at the moment. I think this is busted. Yeah. But I know people have played them all. Maybe we made Thomas mad. We could have made Thomas mad. Jumbo Train is coming on the Xbox, absolutely, all platforms. Xbone, Xbox S, X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Epic, and Steam. All right, let's try one of the other ones. We'll do the other diesel one. Diesel in distress. No, train again. And I know people who've played all of these. I think I've confused the game by doing all this free roam and crashing Thomas, so I'm going to start the game again. I could give you the right back screen, but I don't think it'll be that long. And there's nothing in the startup you shouldn't see, so it should be fine. Few more hours, Jumbo Train. Few more hours. I have too many routes, clearly, because this takes forever to load them all in. Nearly there. Boom goes Dovetail. Right, now let's try this again. Diesel and the fireworks. This is looking better.
Diesel and the
Hey! Hello, casual.
Meanwhile, Diesel was thinking of more
Yes, the
ways
Dutch
he could
route,
get
Dre
Thomas
Dreamer.
into trouble. As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling them about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself.
That Diesel.
So when the coast was clear, Diesel made his way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action.
Off we go, Diesel. They are using one of the people that did the voiceovers for the series, yes. Mark Monahan, I think. Something along those lines, anyway. Stop, Diesel, stop. Good Diesel. We have a shunt signal. That'd be Diesel's way of sneaking, wouldn't it? Loudly. We have another shunt disc. Better set some points. Oh. Spat. What are my thoughts on Thomas and Casual?
And the
It's good fun.
fireworks.
Lexic Dark says transactionally torturing Thomas through tedious technical
Diesel
task
was
tropes to
thinking of
throw
more
away
ways he could
transpire
get
these
Thomas into
talkative
trouble.
trains.
As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling them about the fireworks display. to be
Thanks,
held at the
Daydreamer.
party later
It
that
would be
night.
fun. If I could get rid of my cough, it'd be good.
Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself.
It's fireworks.
So when the coast was clear, Diesel made his way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action.
Now this time, we're going to set the points. Are they set right now? I think so. I think they are. No, the other way, Diesel. Bad Diesel. Peter Young says, surprised the environmentalists aren't up in arms with that flag Diesel seems to be always blowing out. That's the way it should be. That's about 700 Gretas. This time for sure, Ollie. Few hours, Connor. Patience. Bump. Let's bump them again so we couple up this time. Come on, Diesel. That'll do you. How many times do you reckon I can do this? Come on, Diesel, you gotta stop there and couple, not just bounce off. Do it by hand. No, not that key, that key. There we go. Get out of here, Diesel. Where are you going? Where are we going? We're going that way. Oh, was I supposed to stop there? Maybe I was meant to stop there and not couple up. Hang on, let me uncouple it again. Because I'm doing things the scenario doesn't want. I wasn't paying attention. It's probably going to tell me to set the points. Which I already have. But that's okay. Do it again. Again. What time is it out? The times for release are...
Diesel
let me grab
and
them.
the fireworks.
4 p.m. UTC for console, 6 p.m. UTC for Steam and
Diesel
Epic.
was
So
thinking
that's
of more ways he could get
English
Thomas into
time.
trouble. As he approached Willerton Station,
Now we get to watch this
he saw
again.
the station
Yay!
master talking to one of the passengers. He was
Excellent.
telling them about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly.
I still think it's funny that it's Peter and Thomas. Because, you know, if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not telling you.
Way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action.
Alrighty. Let's not screw this up this time. They probably should make those stopping points not quite so close to the signals, because that's going to frustrate a lot of kids, because I know what's going on. It is a little bit Richard Lexic Dark. We have the disc. Other way, Diesel. I think you'll enjoy it, Peter Young. Just going to pick it up to work tomorrow to play after work. I've played quite a few Thomas games over the years, and I'm quite happy to say this one's one of the ones I've enjoyed the most. It's just fun. It's silly, and it's fun. Exactly what life should be sometimes. Alright, couple to the fireworks trucks. This time I think he'll just couple up by himself. Where are you, Diesel? So they're only stealing some of them, huh? That does appear to be the right ones. Alrighty, let's go back then, Diesel-y. Lurch, lurch. We have a green. Would have been funnier to put them in the shed here. Just push them in through the doors. That would have been cool. Captain Hector Barbarossa prefers the Thomas model. That's fair enough. Lexic Dark says it's always city. Pretty sure fun is just a coping mechanism. It's kind of life. We have the signal. Let's go. Reminds me of the Pennsylvania Railroad horns. Uncouple the fireworks trucks. This one. Bad diesel. It's funny how Diesel's sneaking around, but he's obeying all the signals and waiting for the signalman. I think there's a bit of corruption here. There's some collusion going on. Don't have a signal. I can't go there just yet. There we go. I was a little bit worried about the semaphores. That's why I emphasized them in my tutorials about what they meant. When they mean stop, when they mean go, or the discs and things. Next one, is it proceed? I think it's particularly good because no one expected it. Come on, signal. There isn't a disc or something down there, is there? No. We do have to wait for that signal. Where does it actually want to go? Oh, I know what we're going to have to do. We have to do this. There we go. I was just too impatient. He's going to trap himself now. Oh, he's hiding them up there. Now I get it. Someone actually put some good thought into this. Now where does it want me to go, though? We appear to be going back in there. Okay. Oh, I get it, because they've all got letters on them, so Thomas is going to have to shunt them in the next scenario into the right order, isn't he? I see this. I foresee this. Coupled to the fireworks trucks. Could have just said that. We're going out there again, are we? We've got a disc. We do have a disc. Dirty diesel, done dirt cheap. You could do faulty towers titles, that would work. Where are we going now? Down that way somewhere. No, we've just got the signal. No, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. No, stop, stop, stop. Go the other way. Go the other bloody way. That way. Bloody diesels. Some of the scenarios have different endings. I'm not going to spoil them for you. Oh, the controls are okay, but every now and again you do dumb things like go the wrong way, like I just did, because you forget. You think it's just like the TSW controls, but it's not. Because now that we're facing forwards, it's this trigger and this one to stop. But when you're facing the other way, it's this one to go faster and this one to stop. And it's... I get it. I reckon kids will get it. I think adults will be the ones who struggle. Because, you know, we've lost that bit of our brain. That's a really bad spot to put a bridge. Just saying, because I'm pushing towards a red signal and I have to get really close to it. Is that enough? No. With unfitted rolling stock. Is that enough? No. Where are we going now? Uncouple fireworks truck. Oh, just the one. Okay, here. Good. Uncouple what? Just dumping them everywhere. We're making a shunting mess, is what we're making. Peter Young, why is this Mr. Peters bloke just watching Diesel and not stopping him from making more work for Thomas? Because that wouldn't be fun. Why are we stuck there? Where are we going with you? We've got... I think we've got a disc. Yeah, we've got a disc. Couple to formation. Oh, we're going back there, are we? I was going to uncouple it, but no, that's not what we want. We actually want to go in there. Alrighty then. Which way are we facing? Yep, somebody is definitely working the points, that's for sure. There is a conspiracy going on. Now where we going? There. Collusion and delay, says Anthony Struce. Yes, I think so. Gotta be careful here because we don't have that signal. We're getting very close to it. I reckon this is pushing the WSR system to its limits too. I think we're leaving this one. We have the disc. We have a disc signal here as well. Diesel's dirty deeds. Lock up your daughters, lock up your wives. Diesel's here. So we're uncoupling this one, aren't we? Diesel's a right shunt, he is. Should make myself laugh. Hello, Jason Han from Canada. Invisible wall. Which one are we leaving? This one? Uncoupled?
Soon Diesel had shunted the trucks into the platforms, blocking both lines and preventing the passengers from being able to board their train. Diesel looked back and surveyed his hard work. Let's see that bothersome blue tank engine be really useful now, he chuckled to himself. Suddenly the station master ran up. You need to get these trucks sorted quickly, he shouted. Thomas will be along any minute, and his passengers can't be kept waiting. But before he could say anything, Diesel raced away, laughing.
But how does Diesel race away with a car at either end? We won't worry about that. What's that symbol? Hard impact. That's fair. So the next chapter would be so you can choose what's coming up next. So he's going to do gifts. But anyway, I think that's probably enough for tonight because I want to go and have something to eat. And we've been at this for 4.5 hours. Thomas is fun. I have to say that. So thank you very much for all of the people who have joined in. Just the last little bit of information. So here's the pommy prices for it. And usual release times, which is almost now. And here's the FAQ if you have any facts that you want to understand. So I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I quite like this thing. I think it's going to feature in my streams. I think we'll do Train Sim World and suddenly Thomas will appear out of nowhere, and that's how it should be. It should just be like that. Lord Dapnut says it's exceeded his expectations. I'll be getting it. Actually, that'd be interesting because we put up a poll earlier tonight about whether you'd get it or not. Will you get TTTE? And we'll just say yes and no. So just do a quick poll before we finish up and just see what people say. I'm curious. The ones who are still here anyway. $67 to $33 so far. Yeah. Pretty cool. 75-25, 67-33, 80-20. Changing a bit. So it looks like most people who are watching actually are going to get it. So that's pretty cool. 83, 86-14. So it looks like we've probably, out of the crew here, we've probably got maybe one abstainer out of the votes. Looks that way from the numbers. That's cool. Got interesting. Anyway, enjoy yourselves. Have a great evening, day, morning, whatever it is where you are. And I hope you really enjoy Thomas when it comes out for you soon. I don't know where you saw that, Ethan. These are the prices I've been given. Yeah, they're the prices I've been given. It's $24 for the DLC itself, and if you don't have WSR, you can get that for $29.99. And if you don't have anything, it's also $29.99 if you just want Train Sim World 5 WSR and Thomas. But anyway, see what it is when it turns up on your platform, I guess. But that's the numbers I've been given to hand out. So that's all I can really say about that. But anyway, have a great time. Enjoy yourselves. And I really hope you enjoy Thomas if you're going to get it. And let me know what you think. So you can just chuck comments on here or you can jump into my Discord, whatever you like, whatever suits you. And have fun. And we shall see you later. Yeah. And if you're a streamer, turn the menu music off or you won't like it. Bye.